first video of the baby series is going to be my necessity video. This is basically just if I was on a very tight budget and I didn't have a lot of money just to spend on anything and everything, these would be my necessities, the things that, you know, I could not have got by without. You know, the swings and the big light up toys are great, but not everybody can afford that stuff. So this is what I found to be a necessity. You may disagree, and that's perfectly fine. And also a great tip for those of you on a low budget, buy used. It's okay to buy used. I buy my son's toys used. If they're in good condition, you can wipe them down with a Clorox wipe. Check recalls, because if it's been recalled, you can call the company, read them the number, and they'll let you know if the problem's been fixed. And if not, they'll either send you a replacement kit to fix the problem, or they'll just send you a replacement check for the purchase price of your product, which would be the price that the previous owner paid.
First obvious thing is a car seat. This particular one is a convertible car seat. You can use this from 5 pounds and up. I personally don't like using these until your child has good neck control. Another suggestion is to make sure it's a 5-point harness. They're a whole lot easier to put together than a 3-point. It makes things a whole lot easier. First, starting out with an infant car seat, and then around 6 to 7 months, go ahead and go to the convertible car seats. Another thing I suggest is a car mirror, so that way you can see them when you're driving or in the passenger seat. I don't like this particular one. It works great for him because it's colorful and keeps his attention. However, the mirror is so small that I really don't like it. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to my old mirror. I'll put it in the description box which one it actually is. Another good thing to have are these lots of links. I keep them in the car. They attach to whatever I want them to. His stroller, his car seat, side of my car, whichever. And then I keep simple little rattles and umbrella stroller. In the beginning, we didn't use the stroller very often. We just started using this probably about 6 months, but before that, he stayed in his infant car seat and I just put it in the cart. We didn't really go many places where he needs this, but now that he's a little older, we do. About 5 to 7 sleepers. They have several different kinds. Down-footed sleepers, the gowns. They have ones that are like thermal ones. They have the 2-piece sets with sweatpants and a onesie. They have the sleep sacks, and then they have the zipper-footed sleepers. I personally like to use the 2-piece outfits, and in the beginning we use the gowns quite a bit, so it all just depends what you like. Just get about 5 to 7 in each size. Goes for onesies. I recommend about 5 to 7. As far as regular outfits go, I would suggest maybe 4 to 5 outfits. You're not going to take them out every day. Socks, I recommend getting 1 pack in each size. I bought a lot of newborn socks, which he never really wore. Another great thing to get is this mesh laundry bag, and you can find them anywhere. And if you can find scratch mittens at a yard sale, you know, they're great to have, but as long as you keep your baby's nails filed down, you shouldn't have a problem. And I know a lot of people use baby socks on their hands. Receiving blankets, I would say at least have 5. I would have no less than 5. And I suggest either getting the Carter or the Gerber brand. I found that they're longer and they swaddle a lot easier. Thick blankets, I would have at least 3 to 4. We use these in the winter time when it's cold or it gets chilly at night. Other than that, we really don't use them. If we're going to lay him on the floor, we just lay down one of our big comforters. At least 3 crib sheets. We also use these for our pack and play. I know they make special crib sheets for your pack and play, but to save money, I just went ahead and used my crib sheets. I just tuck them in real good. The great thing to get is portable mattress pack, at least 2. Another great thing to have is a baby book. As far as soaps go, the Johnson's Head to Toe is really great. This is the same bottle I've had since the beginning of my pregnancy. We're almost done with it. It'll last about 9 to 10 months, and we still got tons of lotion. So just buy 1 bottle of shampoo and soap and 1 bottle of lotion. And then when you run out, go ahead and get more. They're about 3 months is the Grins and Giggles gum cleaner. Tylenol, you're going to need this when they get to their first shots. I found this stuff to be helpful. It's Little Nose's saline spray drops. When he first got his real bad cold, the stuff helped to dry out all the snot and get it out. And it worked really great with the nasal aspirator, which is another thing you're going to need. A thermometer. just a simple one that has relief drops around really helped. You need 1 tube of rash cream. You don't have to go buy a whole bunch of diaper rash cream. That was another mistake I made. The ones that I recommend are triple paste, Balmex, or butt paste. Another thing that I had around when he had a cold was baby chest rub. I wouldn't go out and buy this until they get sick, because you can't use it until they're 3 months and older. So, you know, maybe you'll get lucky and won't have to use it, but this was one of the things that I had to have. As far as toys go, I definitely recommend trying to find some used toys. And just go cheap. Cheap and simple seem to be the ones that he likes the most. We've got this Play School popper. He loves it, and I think it was only like $10. He plays with this thing all the time. These stackable rings, which he has one in his crib, which he was playing with before he fell asleep. I don't want to wake him up, but that's another great thing. Little cheap balls like this, which you can see, I only spent $1 on that. Simple rattles that he could see the little beads on the inside. And textures are another great thing to pay attention to. Again, rattles. And then these simple toys that you just put the shapes in. There's a really cheap one. I found this one at a yard sale, but again, toys are great to find at yard sales, or if you could get used from a friend. They're really great in blocks. For diapers, I recommend the Up and Up Target brand diapers. I love these diapers. They're not your typical generic diaper. I have not had a problem with them. However, I don't think they sell them in newborn. We used Pampers when he was a newborn, and then slowly worked our way to these once we ran out of the Pampers and Huggies that we had stocked up. Wipes go. I love the Huggies wipe case. We bought a Parent's Choice wipe case, and the lid constantly popped off of this thing, and my wipes ended up falling in the dirt, or, you know, just drying out because the lid fell off. And we didn't realize it. So when you're first buying a case, I definitely recommend the Huggies case. When we bought refills, we use, again, Up and Up Target wipes. Burp rags, I recommend getting the Gerber pre-fold cloth diapers and using them as burp rags. I love these because they're cute. However, they're not very absorbent, and you don't get as much for your money. Humidifier, this was really, really great to have when my son was born. Run this at night when he just seems to be having a cough or he had a cold. This thing is just really, really good, especially in the wintertime when the air is just very dry. We run this a lot in the wintertime. This particular one is a Cool Mist. It's a very old one. We got it at a yard sale. It works great, but just any type of humidifier is great to have. Pack and play. We had a bassinet, but this pack and play grows with your baby. It has a 2-level. So we use the top level for the bassinet. Now he's in the big part. But it grows with your child, so it's worth the money to get a pack and play if you're going to keep your baby in your room for the first 6 months. After that, we moved him to his crib. The purchase that I suggest is a high chair. What kind of high chair you get is all up to you. Bottles, if you're going to formula feed or pump, when they get a little older, about 6 to 7 months, is sippy cups. I found Fisher-Price sippy cups and Munchkin sippy cups to be the best. Same goes with spoons. We just went ahead and bought the cheap Munchkin spoons. Also, I recommend, instead of Dreft, you use All Free and Clear. We get a lot more for our money going this way because not only can our son use it, but we can use it on our clothes. We've also been using this Clorox Stain Fighter and Color Booster, but they have a Dreft one if you prefer to do that. That's up to you. But this works great for us. The last thing on my list, bottle brush. I personally like the Fisher-Price bottle brushes. I found them at Dollar General for $1. They work really well. I can't find my nail clippers or nail files. I have no idea where they went. Cheap infant bath that you can use up until they're able to sit up. And then I would get the inflatable bathtub. I found one especially for baby, is what it's called, and it's $12. You can find them at Babies R Us.